Good afternoon, students. Welcome back once again to the mathematics class. In today's lecture, we are going to study a new chapter that is nothing but permutations and combinations. Permutations and combinations, right? Very interesting chapter, very logical chapter, and very fun to learn this chapter that is permutations and combinations. Basically, here we can understand what is permutation and combination, right? Permutation means arranging. Permutation means arranging with respect to order. Arranging with respect to order is nothing but our permutation, whereas combination is choosing, or you can say selecting. Selection, you can say selection or choosing. For example, arranging with respect to order we are saying here in the permutation. For example, if I say if you are going to some one place to other place, some this place A is there, from this place you want to go the another place, that is point A to point B. If you are moving with your luggage means if you have a suitcase where it is a locker system suitcase, and you by carrying your luggage you went to point B, right? When you went to point B, when you try to open your suitcase, you forgot your password, locker password. What you kept that? You don't know. Suddenly you called to your mom, and your mom said, actually I also don't know. The number should be like this 234. So you got that logic. Your mom told you the hint. Actually she also don't know what is the key of that locker. So she know 234 see seen while you locking. You forgot your locker key, and similarly the password is your mom little bit know, she told it may be 234, beta check it. So now you have 234. Now you got three numbers 2, 3 and 4. So by using 234 you can open your suitcase, lock of this your suitcase, right? You don't know actually how to open this, you don't know the code of your suitcase locker. So 234 she said your mom 234. Now you can arrange in order. It is 234 is one type, 342 is other type, 423 is one more type, and simply you can put in these numbers. Finally you will get 432 one more, 432 is one more is there, 324 324 is there. So you can arrange in this way with respect to order, which is the locker password you can get easily. If you arrange all these in order, then automatically you will get the locker password of this suitcase, and you can open it. It is nothing but for example of permutations, right? Similarly combination, here selection we can say choosing. If you have three tiffin box and four water bottle, right? Out of this you have to choose any one tiffin box and any one water bottle. So in how many ways you can select this, or you can choose this? So here three boxes are there, tiffin boxes, four water bottle are there. So out of this you can select, or you can choose one tiffin box and one water bottle. Is nothing but your selection. You can and you select anyone, this one, this one, this one, or this water bottle, this one, this one, this one, right? So it's nothing but a combination. You can combining one bottle and one tiffin box, one bottle and one tiffin box. So in how many ways we can choose, this is nothing but our combinations. Before going to start the permutation and combination, we will see factorial notations, right? So here, first of all, factorial notations. Already you know well factorial notations, right? Now I think you are clear what is permutation and combination. Permutation is nothing but arranging the numbers or the alphabets, you can say words, arranging the words or numbers with respect to the order, whereas combination is choosing a numbers or an items or an alphabet from a group of numbers, alphabets, or words, right? So it is nothing but permutation and combination, right? So now factorial notations. Factor notation is nothing but consider the consider the set of natural numbers, that is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, so on up to n of natural numbers of natural numbers, then the product of then the product of first n natural numbers denoted by n factorial, like this. N factorial is called factorial n, is called factorial n, right? So that is 1, 2, 3, 4, so on up to n, which is equals to n factorial, right? So thus 1 factorial is 1, 2 factorial is 1 into 2, that is 2, 3 factorial is 1 into 2 into 3, that is 6, 4 factorial is 1 into 2 into 3 into 4, right? So on. Like this up to n factorial we can do. So we define 0 factorial is, so we define 0 factorial is 1, and now consider n factorial which is equals to 1, n factorial which is equals to 1, 2, 3, 4 up to so on n minus 1 into n, so which is equals to n minus 1, so on up to 3, 2, 1. So now n as it is, this whole term can be written as n minus 1 factorial. So again n into n minus 1 factorial is nothing but n minus 1, again which can be written as n minus 2 factorial. Again if you go like this, n minus 1, n minus 2, n minus 3 factorial, and so on, right? It is nothing but a factorial up to n factorial. So now we know what is factorials. If 1 factorial means it is 1, 2 factorial means 2, 3 factorial means 6, 4 factorial means 24, 5 factorial means 125, like this on. We'll get up to n factorial. Now we'll see next fundamental principle of multiplication. Next we'll come across fundamental principle of multiplication. Right? Next, now we'll see what is fundamental principle of multiplication. If there are two events, let's see the definition of this one. If there are two events such that one of them can be completed, one of them can be completed in m ways, and when it has been completed, when it has been completed in any one of these, m ways, second event can be completed in n ways, then the two events in succession can be completed in m cross n ways. What it says? Fundamental principle of multiplication. If there are two events, let us consider two events, it is m and n other two events, such that one of them can be completed in m ways, when it has been completed in any one of them in m ways, and second event can be completed in n ways, then both events together we can complete in m cross n ways, right? It is nothing but m cross n ways. Simple definition is nothing but two events are there. First event can be completed in m ways. It is first event can be completed in m ways, and second event can be completed in n ways. Now both the events m and n, first and second event, can be completed in succession with m cross n ways. For example, let's see. For example, what is principle? Multiplication. Fundamental principle of multiplication example. Let's see. In a class, there are 10 boys. In a class, there are 10 boys and 8 girls. 8 girls. The teacher want to select a boy and a girl, to represent the class function. To represent the class function, full stop. In how many ways can the teacher makes this selection? Can the teacher makes this selection, right? Solution. What is the question? Let's understand first. In a class there are 10 boys and 8 girls are there. Teacher want to select a boy and a girl to represent the class function. In how many ways can the teacher makes this selection? It has been asked. So let us find its solution. Then the first of these can be performed. The first of these can be performed in 10 ways and second in 8 ways. Therefore, the required number of ways is 10 into 8 is nothing but 80 ways. Got it? The first event we can perform in 10 ways and the second event, that is another event, can be performed in 8 ways. Now together its succession together can complete with 80 ways, right? Got it? What is principle of multiplication? Fundamental principle of multiplication. Let's see one more example similar to this. From Bangalore to Mangalore, from Bangalore to Mangalore, there are 3 routes. There are 3 routes: air, rail and road, right? From Mangalore to Goa, there are 4 routes. There are 4 routes: air, rail, road and sea. From Bangalore to Goa, how many kind of routes are there? From Bangalore to Goa, how many kinds of routes are there? Right? The question is, from Bangalore to Mangalore, there are 3 routes. There are 3 routes. From Bangalore to Mangalore, there are 3 routes: air, rail and road, right? From Bangalore to Mangalore, if you are going means there are 3 ways. First one is air, rail and road. And from Bangalore to Goa, there are four routes, that is air, rail, road and sea. From Bangalore to Goa, how many kinds of routes are there? See here also, now we have to find its principle of multiplication using random solution using fundamental principle of counting the total number of possible routes possible routes which is equals to 3 into 4 which is equals to what? Well, 3 into 4 is 12. Similarly, now fundamental principle of addition. Now you know what is factorial and what is fundamental principle of multiplication. Now we come across fundamental principle of addition, right? So now we'll see fundamental principle of addition. What it says, let's see. Fundamental principle of addition, right? If there are two events, if there are two events such that they can be performed independently in m and n ways respectively, then either of the two events can be performed in m plus n ways. See, what is fundamental principle of addition? If there are two events such that they can be performed separately here, it is separately in m and n ways respectively, then either of the two events can be performed in m plus n ways. Let's see example. In a class there are 10 boys and 8 girls. In a class 10 boys and 8 girls. The teacher want to select either a boy or a girl, right, to represent the class, in a function. We'll stop. In how many ways a teacher can make this selection? the teacher can make this selection. This solution. See what is the question here. In a class of 10 boys and 8 girls, a teacher want to select either a boy or a girl to represent a class function. In how many ways a teacher can make this selection? Right here, doing the event separately here. Either a boy or girl we are selecting to the class function. So in how many ways we can make this selection? He is asking. So by the fundamental principle of addition, either of two jobs can be performed. Either of two jobs can be performed in 10 plus 8, that is 18 ways. Either we are saying not separately, either a boy or a girl to represent a class in a function. It means by the fundamental principle of addition, either of two jobs can be performed in 10 plus 8, that is 18 ways, right?